Greetings and good morning and good afternoon and good evening to everybody. Our dear friend Sheikh Ghassan is not going to be with us this morning as he had a checkup scheduled, and I told him, don't miss it. We need you healthy and alive and kicking. So, but he'll be thinking, I can feel him thinking about us actually, So we've lived with the pain of this war for a month now. And when you live with pain like that, there's a tendency to kind of make it fit, make it work. But we're doing a different kind of work. So we don't, in a sense, want to be comfortable. We don't want to feel like, oh, we're doing everything we can. We want to be aware that we're acting as a connecting point between this world, the manifested, the seen world, and the unseen world. And the way the unseen world works, it likes our attention constantly. And when we come together like this, it magnifies our connection with the unseen. And the unseen responds and hears the call, the cry for peace. So what we're doing, in a sense, even though it's so beautiful to have the community and to have us be doing this for a month and seeing the lovely faces that really fill my heart, we have to recognize that it's not enough. But I don't mean in achievement. I don't mean in the goal-oriented way. But until there is peace, or at least a ceasefire, we really, really have to stay with the suffering. And although I love seeing everybody, I don't use this time, frankly, to make me feel good, feel like I'm doing something. I use this time to use all of our love, all of our energy to connect with the unseen and allow that to come through us. And peace will naturally emerge. God willing, sooner rather than later. So, this morning we have a new friend of mine, Saki Lee. I think we've only known each other, Saki, for 40 years. And she's always been a bright light in many of our lives and a wonderful, peaceful heart that's found a magical way to share that peace. So we're very happy that you're here today, dear Saki. We're honored. And as Ghassan would say, it's yours.
Thank you so much, dear Shahabuddin and Akbar, for inviting me here to this most precious gathering. And thank you, all of you dear peacemakers, for showing up again and again. Well, I know what you mean, Shahabuddin, that it's never enough. But nonetheless, I must say that these daily prayer vigils serve as a kind of rhythmic beating of our collective hearts, which I find absolutely necessary for our very survival together on this earth, which is not separate from either the heartbeat or heartbreak of the whole of humanity and what's happening now. So I'm really grateful we can meet again together, because we really need each other so much to keep the flame of hope, of faith, of inner strength of vision and commitment towards that vision, burning brightly in these dark times. So I know it's really easy, I have that myself, to get overwhelmed by the immensity of all that needs addressing. And in fact, I mean, none of us can carry the weight of that alone. But during these dark times, we each still have to do our best to embody the light of our souls as best we can, so that we contribute and bring a living presence of love, which, as you said, Shahabadin, will naturally unfold into peace in our world, because there's such a wounding in the soul of our world that needs healing. And where do we begin? I'm asking myself that daily. And most of us live quite comfortable lives, far away from the horrors of what's going on now in Israel and the Gaza Strip, and other places where there's the horrors of war and all that is going on. So I don't know, sometimes for me, I must say that the words of sacred poetry can help me to bear the weight of the world, to keep somehow inspiration going, which I need. And there are some words from Rumi, kind of paraphrasing it. It goes something like this. I'm so small, I can barely be seen. How can this great love be inside me? Look at your eyes. They are small too, but they see enormous things. So, you know, when we hold fast to the vision of God that needs our eyes to see which door we're supposed to open so that we can actively set forth on our path of truth and justice and peace, we really need that steadfastness. And of course, there's many things that we can do. I mean, donating to worthy causes that need our financial support, like the Abrahamic Reunion, the Red Crescent, Amnesty International. There's a lot going on that we can contribute towards. And we can also write and implore our world leaders and our countries to take a firm stand to stop this insanity of war crimes. And even in some places like here in the Netherlands, where there's freedom to take to the streets in peaceful demonstrations, we can make decisions to show up in solidarity together. Yes, but each of us needs to listen, to open our hearts, to hear the voice that constantly comes from within, guiding us. So, for me, these prayer vigils are so important because I find joining in prayer is very powerful, because it's the language of our hearts and it's food that nourishes our souls. It keeps our souls light, strong, and vibrant, and we need that. We also need to keep our minds anchored and clear through ongoing and regular spiritual practice, keeping ourselves tuned as instruments of peace. So the other day, I know Zakir and Rabia gave a simple practice, chanting Aman, a Sufi practice, which is an invocation of sanctuary and protection for all who are in harm's way. And I'd like to just have us chant that together just a few times right now, that we find the vibrations in our intentions going out as a way to surround our world with that. Aman. 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 O God, of mercy and compassion, and of grace and reconciliation. Pour your power upon all your children in the Middle East, Jews and Muslims and Christians, Palestinians, Israelis. Let hatred be turned into love, fear to trust, despair to hope, oppression to freedom, occupation to liberation. That violent encounters may be replaced by loving embrace, and that peace and justice could truly be experienced by all. Grant, beloved, thy protection, and within this protection grant us strength in our bodies, minds, hearts, and souls. And in this strength grant us understanding, and in understanding, keen knowledge and insight, and in knowledge, the knowledge of justice. Oh, beloved, in the knowledge of justice, that we learn to love more fully. And in this love, that love for all of creation will bring all beings freedom and protection from harm. Amen. Amen. I'd like to sing the words of the seventh beatitude of Jesus in the Aramaic language. Tu wehum labdai shlama, danawi da Allaha nit kurun. In English, it's been translated as, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God." We could think, blessed are the peacemakers. They are also called the instruments of God. Tu pehun labdai shlama, danawi da Allaha nit kurun. Tu wehun labdai shlama, danawi da Allaha nit kurun. Oh, blessed are you who plant peace each season, for you shall be called the children of God. Tu wehun labdai shlama, nadawi da Allaha nit kurun. Oh, healthy are you who strikes the note that unites. You shall be remembered as rays of the one unity. Tu wehun labdai shlama, danawi da Allaha nit kurun. Oh, aligned with the one are you who prepare the ground for all tranquil gatherings. You shall become fountains of livingness. Tu wehun labdai shlama, danawi da Allaha nit kurun. And integrated are you who joyfully knit yourselves together within. You shall be stamped with the seal of cosmic identity. Tuwehun labdai shlama danawi dalaha yet kuru. And healed are you who bear the fruit of sympathy and safety, loving kindness for all, for you shall hasten the coming of God's new creation. Tuwehun labdai shlama danawi dalaha yet kuru. Oh, blessed are you, all peacemakers. You are the instruments of God. Tuwehun labdai shlama danawi dalaha yet kuru. Tuwehun labdai shlama danawi dalaha yet kuru. May all beings be well and happy. Peace, peace, peace.
Thank you, dear Saki. You know, truly you are a transformer of consciousness, of vibration. And it's always so moving to hear the words of Jesus in the language he spoke in the Aramaic. So thank you for that, but thank you for your presence. Really, you remind us all that we are, with all of our limitations, we are the peacemakers of the moment. So thank you again. I wonder if we could do something that we did a couple of times before. If everybody unmutes and everybody simultaneously whispers their prayers, whatever your prayer is, because together we can be a whirlwind of peace. So please, everybody unmute. But I do have a request. We've never gotten this quite right. And my request is, this is a whisper. This is not a whisper. This is a whisper. This is not a whisper. You see the difference?
Yeah.
I'm going to be 79 in a few days. I never thought I'd be teaching people the difference between whispering and voicing, but that seems to be a hard lesson. So here we go. Whatever's on your heart, begin.
Hatred and please just know the little glimmer. Beauty in your heart, what you love. Don't bring feel like you can't bring harm upon others.
Find love in their
Bring harm upon others.
government,
Yes,
government,
all of the people taking power that
be
they
in charge.
please stop and breathe your heart.
Dear God,
Silently, just breathe peace in
give
and
us good
peace out.
there we go with the
Peace
breath.
in and
Breathe
peace out
in.
with the breath.
respect.
What?
And everybody, all right, just breathe in peace and breathe out peace. We need now not just the thought of peace, but the breath of peace. Amin, Amen, Amen. Soka, Almighty Om. I wonder, Rabbi David Zaslow, if you'd like to either say a few words or sing a song or be silent.
Thank you, David. That was beautiful, beautiful to hear everybody's voices. And I think I just want to reiterate one thing that Sheikh Ghassan has really taught us all by modeling it, is that there is this other realm. In Hebrew, we call it Olam Yetzirah, where our ancestors are, where all the archetypal figures in the Quran and the Torah live. And there's already peace there. That the children of Ishmael and the children of Isaac, that the children of Hagar and the children of Sarah, as Sheikh Ghassan said, they're already best friends. And so what we do, I think, when we come together in Abrahamic reunion is just for a moment, to go into that Olam Yetzirah, to be a little bit calmer and more peaceful as we go about our lives, so that we can radiate that message from the other world to all the people we meet. So I just really bless us all to be the peace that already exists. Thank you, David.
Thank you, David. And thank you, Saki and Akbar and all of you. You know, in our minds, we might not be the perfect one to do this peacemaking work, but in the heart of God, somehow here we are. So be thankful, be thankful. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Love to everybody. How wonderful to hear everybody's voices and see everybody's faces. So love to you. Bless you. Thank you.